West Ham Network, it's Holly and I am here with your Hammers headlines for today, Thursday the 7th of September, run in association with the brilliant guys at kumb.com. Today I'm going to be running through some award-winning nominations at the club, a certain player who may feature in a friendly, and sharing a comment from a big fan of Kudus. So without further ado, let's jump straight into your stories. Up first, Bowen's Bournemouth screamer has been nominated for Premier League Goal of the Month. This was for West Ham's first goal of the 23-24 campaign. And in case you can't remember, this move began with Fornal's sliding interception, in fact, from Fornal's, then a quick pass from Souček and Bowen firing the ball into the back of the net from outside the box. And it was definitely a brilliant finish, so it's very well deserved. He's in really good competition as well in terms of who else is up for that award. Bowen has also been shortlisted for EA Sports' Premier League Player of the Month, getting 3 goal involvements in the league in August, which is the joint highest in the division. In other news, David Moyes has been nominated for Barclays Premier League Manager of the Month. That probably isn't something that any of us would have expected to hear a month ago, but it's been a very good start to the season for the Hammers. We are currently sitting on an impressive 10 points after 4 games, which is amazing. To put that into perspective, it actually took us 9 games to reach this mark last season, which was also just over 2 months into the season. And looking back, I remember just how stressful it was. So to actually get a good start to a season is refreshing, lovely, and long may it continue. And this time round, it's obviously been with some difficult fixtures, so it's not been a walk in the park, including a 3-1 win against Chelsea and a 3-1 win against our ultimate nemesis, Brighton. Very positive start to the season for the almighty West Ham. For your second story, Jesse Lingard is expected to play for West Ham today in a friendly behind closed doors against Ipswich Town. This game will take place at Rush Green, and it has apparently been agreed that there will be no footage released by the club, so we're not going to probably see any pictures or videos of it. It is thought that the club see this as their opportunity to see how well Lingard would perform in a game situation, helping them to come to a decision over whether or not we would like to sign him, as well as determining just how fit he would be and what the terms of the actual deal would be. Now, we know that there is interest as well from the likes of Wolves. It sounds as though any Saudi interest isn't going to be possible at this point because their window shuts today and he would need to be on a plane going for medical right now. And when I asked people yesterday, it seems around a 50-50 split amongst fans, to be honest, of who wants him in the club and who definitely doesn't want to see him at West Ham. Half seem to think that if we can get him on a deal that is a bargain financially and he understands that he's going to be a backup player for the times where we're short of options, for example, during AFCON, then this would be a good move for West Ham. Other people, however, feel that this will take away the opportunity from Fornals getting some game time, which would be very true. And it would mean, obviously, during that time in AFCON, he wouldn't get a look in, and they don't feel that we need another player in that position. So there are 2 very valid sides of this argument. Sam Whetstone has said that Lingard continues to train with West Ham and that the club is expected to offer the midfielder a short-term deal until January. Now, this would be interesting timing, as if that is the deal that goes ahead, it would end before much of the AFCON competition, suggesting that if we want him in that, it doesn't really make sense. So it would be more for the Premier League and European squad rotation, which is probably more of a part that I thought he would actually be playing at this point. So very interesting. We do also, of course, have up until the 13th of September to file our 25-man squad with the Premier League. So there is still time for us to make our minds up. And if you've not already given your thoughts, make sure you leave a comment telling us how you feel about the potential signing of Lingard, as well as what the terms would need to be for you to actually feel happy about him rejoining. And finally, many of us are very excited about the addition of Heitinga. I actually looked how you pronounce it. I think it's got a little bit more phlegm in there. It's like a Heitinga. But I'm probably just absolutely butchering this. But we're excited about him joining the Hammers coaching staff. He's very highly rated in Holland and actually played under Moyes at Everton many, many years ago. But one particular comment of his about Kudus has hit the headlines today. So in his time as manager of Ajax, Johnny spoke about the amazing sides of Kudus's game. He said he plays with a lot of confidence. We know he has exceptional qualities. It's up to me and the staff to make him even better, especially without the ball. With the ball, he can pass a man, create a surplus, provide assists and score. I think we can be happy that Kudus plays for Ajax. So I'm sure he will now agree he's happy that Kudus plays for West Ham. Now, a lot of us were keen to see Kudus play. And we were quite disappointed, to be honest, to see him given so little game time. However, it does seem inevitable that he will be getting more minutes on the pitch before long. With Heitinga'S in the coaching team, it would definitely be another person pushing for us to have the most time we can really with Kudus and make the most of having him, putting him in our side and playing him so we can see what he's capable of, because that is what we're all so excited about. I always feel like this though with debuts. I'm always like, I just want to see them play. Sometimes it's underwhelming, but I feel like Kudus could be a very exciting one. And we also do have the added benefit of Kudus now having a familiar face around as he settles into London life. Happy days. The big question though, in our game against Man City, which is coming up, I believe, on the 16th, would you start Kudus or would you sub him on? And if you would bring him on as a substitute, when would you make the change? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. So there we have it. Those are your Hammers headlines for today. Make sure you've subscribed to the West Ham Network channel if you haven't already, of course. And thank you so much, as always, for watching. We really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you're looking for something else to watch as well, check out this morning's video where I spoke about the 13 West Ham players whose contracts are running out. There are quite a few, some big names in there as well, some that I think could be talents for the future, but some that are a major part of our starting 11 that are running out either in 24 or 25 in summer, depending on, some of them have extensions that we can use to bring them up until 25, but there are definitely some that we need to get renewing as soon as possible because we don't want them going on a free, and we also don't want other clubs sniffing around when they've got 1 year of their contract because it just reduces their value. So we don't want any of that. We just want to keep them, Bowen being one of them. Anyway, that is all from me. Give it a watch. It was on this morning if you fancy listening to that. Have a great day, and until next time, come on you Irons.